When did you become the NET chairperson, and how long have you been running?
By the mandate of the teachers of Kosofe, we came on board on the 25th of May 2017.
Okay.
And another election is coming up on the 24th of June
Okay.
2021.
Okay, so you've definitely spent a term
Yes, a term.
in office.
Yes.
Tell us some of the things you've been able to achieve in the last 4 years for the NUT Kosofe teachers.
Thank you so much. In the first few months of our entry, we were able to get a van for the teachers.
Okay.
The widows, I'm just going to say the ones that I can remember now. The widows, every year on a yearly basis, we try and gather them together. Then, we show them love. We bring people that will talk to them, and then we give them our own widows' mites so that they will know that they are relevant and that we still recognize them. Sometimes, when teachers are distressed, they call us and there's usually quick intervention. A few times we have lost our teachers, very few of them. We were able to give something very small to the family so that they will know that at least the body that they belong to care about them. Then we have started our NUT secretariat. We don't have a secretariat, and that's May 2017 that we came on board. But now we have started building a secretariat. Then we included a hall that can seat about 500 people so that retiring teachers that want to celebrate their birthdays, that want to have their children's wedding, if it's not too big, can come there and they'll pay token. Then that secretariat too is embedded into our building and is at the lintel level now. We are doing it by ourselves, so the financial concern is not making it so fast, but at least we are making headways. All the leaders in Kosofe, before we were not together, but as I speak with you today, all the leaders in Kosofe, we are all together, and our participation in NUT Lagos has won us awards 3 years consecutively. As a body now. And I, as a chairman, have had award like about 5 times. Your award being one of them.
Great.
We visit our teachers on timely basis. We just finished one. Okay, we are finishing one today now. On timely basis, we go around the school to make sure that everybody is okay and that there is no problem, with them. And sometimes, there's no way we can work for 4 years and teachers will not err. Erring teachers, we usually mediate. And I'm able to say that in these last 4 years, no teacher in Kosofe faced AP&D or PNB, that is a disciplinary committee, because before anything happens, we cut it at the name. We go there, we listen to what's happening. We have counselors among us. We try and counsel the teachers, and if it is the head that needs counseling, we do that. And then we try to bring the erring and all of them together. And this has been working so well. And it has given us a kind of peaceful atmosphere. The last 4 years in Kosofe has been very, very peaceful. Even the leaders are saying they have not witnessed something like this before in Kosofe, the kind of peace that we are getting. Then teachers, we are training teachers, so that they can be financially stable. Because if you are collecting salary and you don't have any other thing you're doing, it's usually a little bit difficult. You know what it is in Nigeria now, the inflation rate and all. So what we did is on constant basis, we organize trainings for teachers, soap making, pastry, Alaga's job. By the grace of God, I am into Alaga, engagement coordination here. So we bring in people to train them. And out of the people that we have trained, we have seen about 7 of them now that are now, they're now working as engagement coordinators, and they're getting extra dough. You understand? And this is make them financially stable. We teach them on how to make soap, how to tie gele, makeup, and so on and so forth. And this is, is actually helping them. We are thinking of training them on how to make perfumes now, but we haven't been able to do that because of some constraints. But hopefully by July we'll be able to train them on how to make perfume. All this is just for them to be able to make extra money, and so that we too can build our financial status in the society. Then the action, that's the head in primary school, all the head teachers and the anchors. We have brought all of us together in such a way that now we have meetings, the anchors will be there, and the action. That is the school heads at primary school level and at secondary school level. We have been able to bring all of us together, thereby, wavering this dichotomy of primary and secondary school, that was ongoing before. Now we are all partners, and what we're doing now is just a way to, make education better in Kosofe, and this is really, really helping us in. There are lots of achievements,
Well,
I can't remember everything now, but
sorry. You have a quite intimidating CV, but then before my colleague will come on board, I'd like to ask you this question so that I won't forget. Why do you want to become the NET chairperson again after spending a term?
thank you. There are some unfinished business that I and my ESCO actually want to come back to finish. Let me give you a brief history of NET Secretariat in Kosofe. During the tenure of Comrade Yusuf, one of our leaders, he's retired now, he started a building at Emmanuel Primary School, and that building got to lintel level. So the next people that came in after him, it's not as if they didn't buy into that project, but they tried to get some. They were able to get slates and some things, but unfortunately, something happened that we just found out that another group that came in, we couldn't find all these things again, and as I speak with you now, that building is there, but it has been taken over by Subeb. So when I came on board and I was now going around all other local government for meetings, and I found out that Shomolu has very beautiful secretariat, Ikorodu, Ajif. When I go around, I went to Ekpe and I was amazed at the kind of secretariat they have. And I realized that it's only Kosofe that is not having the secretariat. So it wasn't even, this secretariat thing was not even part of our manifesto. But when we now came, the trustee, we now talk with the other ESCO that come. We are going around all local governments, and it's like it's only us that doesn't have a secretariat, that we are still borrowing spaces from schools that I would like them to please buy into this idea of we getting a secretariat. We started. But because of financial constraint, I'm unable to finish it, to complete it. I told you before that I embedded a hall that can seat 500 people. And then this secretariat, and then another conference. So it's at the lintel level. I don't want a situation whereby another group of people will come in and they will not believe in that project again, and they will just abandon it, and then it will be taken over again by the government. You understand? So that's one of my major, push that is making me to try to come back, so that by the time we are back, we will finish it and we can commission it. Then even children that are not unborn children can, benefit from it later. Then I believe in continuity. When there is continuity, there are a lot of things that you'll be able to accomplish. Things that you have started, you'll be able to accomplish them. And if it's something that has to be ongoing, like our supporting Christians on yearly basis, supporting Muslims on yearly basis. The last time the Muslims were having their fast, we choose one week, and then we talk to them, we give them whatever we can afford. And the chief imam said something that day, that although we may be going now, that we should tell the people that are coming that they should continue this. And I was telling them then that, well, I'm still begging that if I can be given the second tenure, that all this, the second tenure will help us to solidify all what we have started, and then we know that it's something that will be ongoing, even if I leave. So a lot of projects that we have not finished. Then putting the teachers in mind, we want the peace to continue. We want them to continue to see the legacy that what peaceful environment can bring is much more than war. That is better to do judge than war, like it's happening so much in Kosofe now.
That's very impressive. Looking at the Nigerian Union of Teachers, there happens to be an association of professionals in the teaching profession.
Mm-hmm.
Now, what is always expected is that they are expected to act as a pressure group. So I want to ask that, is there any instance that you have any issues that happens that affects the affairs of the teachers that you were able to champion within the time of your tenure?
A lot. Like I told you, sometimes there will be conflict. You cannot avoid conflict in the social setting. So from time to time, there's usually conflict between the teachers and their head, and we have been able to go there and sort, even at our own local level. Level 17, the primary school teachers are now able to get to level 17. This is as a result of the pressure that we put on the government. The 30%, 30,000 minimum wage. I don't know. Yes, we were able to do that during this tenure. A lot. These 65 years that we're trying to do now, is
retirement age.
Yes, the retirement age, so that we can do it, so that it can be easy for mentoring, because all the old teachers are now retiring and the new ones, nobody to mentor them. So it's almost at the final stage. Whenever there is anything that is affecting teachers, of course, NUT is the only body. An association is a body. Is the only body that can take care of teachers' welfare, and to the glory of God, we are doing that.
Now, you spoke about how you were able to bring together the entire the ANCOPs and the other association to
action
and to get to work as a team.
Yeah.
So how have you been able to do that, and how easy was that for you?
It was not an easy thing, because before everybody was, they were doing their own thing their own way. But when we came on board, we just thought that since NUT comprises of both the primary and the secondary school, that there is no point for us to be. We are trying to work towards the same goal. So there's no point choosing different methods, that can be conflicting methods. So we now thought that what we did then was to go to the action chairman, and we had a meeting with the action chairman, we had a meeting with the ANCOPS chairman, and we told them that we want all of them to come together as one, and so that it will be easy. They are all under NUT, so that it will be easy for us to and thank God for the leadership of ANCOPS and Action in Kosofe. They were ready. Excuse me. They were ready to work together, and it's working now. It's really working now. But we had to really do some working, some consultation, leading, and so on and so forth, and it is really yielding now.
A little bit away from the association and the union. Let's touchlight your personality a little bit. It's quite rare to see a woman being this active in unionism. What's that drive that you had that has kept you going?
We in the teaching fold, we have over 80% as females.
Okay.
And we now thought that we are over 80%, and it is the men that have been ruining us since 1931. Why can't we just stand up? We can stand up. We can add a voice. And this gender sense, I want to thank the leadership of our own dear Baba, Comrade Alogba, Michael Olukoya, Comrade Adeshegun Rahim, Comrade Adesina Adedoyin, and a lot of them like that. Comrade Buraimon, they were always telling, they are all men, but they are always saying that we should be gender sensitive. If you want to do this, you should make sure that you have women among you. So that time they will use us as a women leader. They use us as examiners at Canton. When I got a point, we thought that why can't we do this thing? We went to the same university with these people. I mean, if you don't want to talk about you're a man and a woman, we went to the same university, and if you have 2-1, I have 2-1 too. I mean, somehow it just started like that, and like a joke. I started as a school representative. I moved to becoming the woman leader. I moved to becoming the publicity secretary, and then voila. Yeah.
So outside Kosofe, is there a plan to move to the national body or something in place?
That one is going to be if God wish. But I want to finish this term first. This next term,
okay.
I want to finish it first and solidify all what I'm supposed to solidify. Then, of course, I want to move forward. Okay. Definitely. But that's if God wants it.
Now, to take it from the point where you said you want to solidify what you've already started, what should the union expect from you these coming 4 years you are seeking their support?
Thank you. The next 4 years now, we want to go to to make life better for teachers. How do I mean? There are a lot of teachers that does not have a house. We want to make sure that we are even already speaking to the government concerning land, that we want land, because we don't want this Omonile Wahala. So we are already speaking with the government that we want land that teachers will be able to buy from, so that they'll be able to build. We are already talking to a bank. I hope it works. We are already talking to a bank so that they will bankroll the land, and then the teachers can pay back instrumentally. And after that, we will monitor them to make sure that they start their own house, because we are thinking that it is better if we have a house at retirement, so that paying house rent will be out of it. Thank God that a lot of teachers are having houses now, but the young ones that are joining, we want to encourage them. Then home appliances. We want them to. We are speaking with. Well, let me mention the name now. We are speaking with a group that we want them to sell home appliances to us, that we can be able to pay instrumentally. Because like me now, when I first joined the union, I was able to get very big 6.5 kVA generator that the money I was collecting then could not buy it, and that's the truth. But I was able to pay over 1 year, and you won't believe that generator, I'm still using it today, and it can power anything in my house. So there may be some young ones too that cannot afford things like that. And if anybody wants to be a teacher and you want to buy anything home appliances, then we want to continue with addressing distressed teachers. That's a plus for us. I want to be modest. Addressing teachers, prompt response to teachers in distress is one of our high points now, and we want to continue it and probably make it better this next dispensation. Then every retiring teacher in Kosofe, I stand to be challenged. The last 4 years have been given awards. We go there, even if you're not celebrating, we go on your last day in office, we give you an award, we celebrate you, we do teachers right. And it's making it has, the feedback we have been getting is that people have been very, very happy because of what we do for them. And that small award, as small as we think it is, there was even a woman that amidst shedding tears, she told everybody that she was talking to the children that when I die, you should please take a photograph of this award and put it in my what they call that program, the program they do. She told them right there that so that people will know that she said that's the first time she'll be collecting an award in her life. And that's the truth. And a lot of them like that. So we'll continue that, if not make it better.
On the final note, what's your message to the teachers of Kosofe local government?
My message to the teachers of Kosofe is that they should continue being the good teachers they are. That I'm very proud of them, and I pray that they will continue to be better in life. Then we are imploring them to please support us. Come June 24, 2021, there's going to be another election. We should support the Mayflower team so that we can make you better. Going by the feedback that we have been having, you have always told us that you are proud of us. We want you to please believe in us again, like you did 4 years ago.